Hi, this is Matt Kuntz. I'm the Executive Director for NAMI Montana, and we are a grassroots organization that supports, educates, and advocates for Montanans who live with mental illness and their families. And just recording this video to thank all of the Trans-Montana riders and supporters and sponsors. Everything that you do for NAMI Montana makes such a huge difference. And I really wish that we could be there in person this year, like every year, to tell you how grateful we are for what you do. And I think it's just sad because with this COVID pandemic and all the things that have been affected in our society, you know, this Trans-Montana charity ride does mean more for us and the people that we serve than ever before. And I just want to say how completely grateful I am for that. The dollars raised in the Trans-Montana charity ride go towards NAMI Montana's work with veterans and with youth, and just two incredibly critical populations that we as Montanans love. And it just means so much for us because we're able to go further in caring for those two groups because of Trans-Montana. We are required by your dollars to step up and do more than we could be. And with veterans, I'm really honored to be able to say that we helped pass the Commander John Scott Hannon Act this year. And that act was kind of broadly seen as some of the most important veterans suicide prevention legislation in the past decade. And the parts that we worked on in particular were the precision mental health piece to help improve the science of getting veterans the right care at the right time. This is going to take 5, 10 years to roll out, 15, but we have to get it right so veterans are receiving the right types of care. If it's medication, the right kinds of medication. If it's therapy, the right kinds of therapy. And we were able to commit to do work on this year in, year out because of Trans-Montana. And we finally were able to get that bill through Congress unanimously and then signed by President Trump in October. And NAMI Montana was a key part of that from the beginning through the end. And we were able to do that because of this support of the Trans-Montana charity ride. We also are really grateful for your support of our youth initiatives. Really what we focused our Trans-Montana support around is the Youth Aware Mental Health program. And NAMI is a partner in that with the Montana State University and the Center for Mental Health Research and Recovery. And they were able to bring this amazing program from Europe to Montana. And it has demonstrated to be incredibly effective in suicide prevention and a lot of other just positive ways of getting our youth to understand mental health and how to deal with difficult situations. As you can imagine, this program with the COVID pandemic is more important than ever. And it's also when it was biggest challenge because a lot of the other funding that comes in that's not Trans-Montana funding depends on them getting in the schools. So a break in their ability to get into the schools and see the kids, which this isn't a mandatory program, the schools haven't had to pick it up and they've been barely able to do what they're required to do the basics of training kids. So they haven't been able to get in the schools for this year, and the Trans-Montana dollars help allow that program to continue so it can hit the ground running and do the trainings now that can allow them to get into more schools next year, serve more Montana kids next year. So the flexibility of the Trans-Montana funding for the Youth Aware Mental Health program is just incredibly critical, and I really don't know where that program would be without the generous support of the Trans-Montana riders, donors, and supporters. So from the bottom of my heart, I'll just say, you know, NAMI Montana is so grateful. We love and adore the Trans Montana family, and can't wait to be able to see you all again in person next year. Thank you. Bye.